Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of Parazoologists Not Wanted. Um, that's uh, um,
Uh,
all right. Uh, so we are currently in England in the Highlands. Uh, um,
Poland.
we um, so we were not 100% sure that after getting fired, everybody would want to come along. Um, uh, Wood, Graves, and Sebastian have things that they need to take care of elsewhere that they might have gone to take care of, or would you have you'd have like stayed united with the group?
As he was present in the scene, Sebastian was definitely there.
Okay. Um,
Graves would have stayed with the group.
all right, excellent. Cool. So, what we can do is we can kind of pick up where the role play chat left off. Basically, you're currently higher up in the mountains than the farm, at a nearby lake, fishing. When Senna, you get a text message from from uh, not your cousin Ias's number, but it is signed Ias. And meanwhile, the others, you start to hear carnival music echoing through the, the the mountains. And when you look around, you see this like very festive, full of lights, little carnival that is like arriving in town. And one of their there's a clown car with comic like loudspeakers that are like shaped like horns, that is just going around town playing this music and playing the sounds of clowns laughing and lions roaring, things like this. Um, so, uh, yeah, do uh, what are your characters going to do?
I think I'm back.
Oh yeah, everybody's there.
No, sorry, I just briefly disconnected.
Okay. Yeah, everyone is here. I think this. I think that the role play ended when Lorelei heard one of the fishes talking about their life and how they're excited to go home right before Senna like cuts them out of the water. So, what does the group do?
Right. I suppose there's a few things we should discuss, isn't there?
Definitely.
Well,
I feel like we should have a list.
a list might be pleasant, but, well. First of all, I suppose what you or we all plan to do now.
Well, we do
I,
have.
for one. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say we do have an addition to the whole finding work thing. As my cousin Ias has sent me a message asking for us to work for them at like in the morning tomorrow. We'd have to fly down to London, but
I see.
we'd be
Well,
pretty much traveling for most of the day.
That is certainly an interesting thing to hear, is it not? Did he ask specifically for you or for all of us?
He specifically asked for me, and then also started to bring everybody else on top of that.
Well, so he's in the know then. The
I
question is
get the
just who
feeling.
informed him.
I get the feeling he's interested in Graves specifically.
Makes sense.
But
I'll be
yes,
honest.
we
Speak.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if we didn't really finish the RP chat earlier. Did anyone ever tell Graves that
We did.
okay, we did. I just wasn't sure.
Tell Ayas, I mean, like, Senna implied a lot of things concerning ancient Babylon and received a job offer like a few hours after that. I don't know what else you were thinking about, like saying to Ayas specifically.
No, telling Graves that we were going up the lake.
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
regards to
yeah.
the RP chat.
Okay, sorry, I fully misunderstood what you said. Alright, go ahead.
I meant more like that there was a connection between Ias and Graves back in the thing.
Then I misunderstood.
you would have
Yeah.
seen him because he was there when we arrived at the house, so you would have seen him briefly before we left. And he still looks almost identical to the trader / slave owner from Babylon.
Same age too.
Oh,
Yeah, he's like 33.
oh, that's a point. Graves, do you know that you're a Trinity now?
Oh yeah, that's
Well,
important.
sounds important.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I published the previous episode, but I didn't say all of the necessarily communicate all of the important things. So, your characters got fired from the Panimal Conservation Initiative. But right before that, when do you remember that the episode before we had left off when you were starting to make death saves and you felt something in your body on Earth being injected into your veins? You were basically injected with the same potion that he's been gone for one game and I forgot the name. Ron Baxter, sorry. Had drank before going in, and in an attempt to basically save your life, the security system from the machines you were plugged in injected you with like 3 different potions and changed your nature as a person. So now you are a Trinity. That makes you slightly more tanky, but you do have an allergy to swords. You have vulnerability.
That is oddly specific.
Yeah. It's like you would have had like a summary explanation by the person responsible for that potion ending up in your veins, but because everyone was kind of under the shock from being like fired, you don't necessarily have a tremendous amount of details. But let's see. But the person would have been able to tell you that basically there's an old curse on Trinities, and that like swords specifically were invented to kill trinities, and so they are particularly damaging. So yeah, that's that is like the downside to becoming a trinity like this.
Huh.
Well,
Well,
is that
if I had one question,
yeah? Go ahead.
how how specific is the sword category?
It well, that's a complicated answer because I think I established I had to rule for the other Trinity game that a large combat knife with the stats of a dagger, like if shaped correctly, would still be able to count as a sword. But axes and javelins and like knives that aren't long enough to be categorized as swords wouldn't cause double damage.
Yeah, I think Graves is still going to be wary around kitchen knives now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too close.
Yeah. Like you can I think yeah, like if there's if at any point some of you are cooking and like get like a slight cut from a knife, it will feel like it's hurting more than a small cut should. Like you're cutting onions, even if that's not what you're cutting. So yeah, that's who. Oh yeah, you at 33 you turn ageless, and Graves we on your character sheet it said you were 32 or 31, right, Graves?
I thought I just said mid-30s. I don't.
Mid-30s. Okay.
All right.
For
That's what I put down.
for backstory purposes, would it be okay if we if I said specifically that you're 33 and have you choose your birthday? Would that be all right with you? Because it would tie into the
Yeah, that's
story.
fine.
Okay, cool. You were born in on the 16th of February.
All right.
Cool. Oh, by the way, everyone is level 4.
Yeah. They just said that. Well, that should be easy to fix.
Oh, not what I meant to do. So yeah, all of you can hear this circus music playing in the background of whatever you're discussing on the lake.
Oh, of the things that we need to discuss, there are huge gaps in what happened for different parts of the party.
Yes.
One of the huge ones being there was a fucking dragon.
Definitely. I definitely missed that.
Yeah, I wasn't overly conscious for a lot of this, but I do vividly remember a dragon.
I see.
And what did the what did it do? Did it just show up, or
I was
Something-
fading in and out of consciousness very rapidly.
was anyone awake?
Lorelei was awake. Sorry, Reyna was awake.
Yeah. Um. That was actually at first a really old man that I found in a garden, and then he took me over there and became a dragon. Apparently, the Raven Queen knew him. Don't know how though.
Well,
Reina, have you told anyone about the things that happened in the Hanging Garden?
No.
Okay.
well, suffice to say, if there's one being like the Raven Queen out there, there ought to be more. It's just typically how it goes, isn't it?
Wait, so do we know who the dragon was and where it came from?
I do not.
The exact origins of that being were not disclosed in AO's documents and was not discussed in front of the player characters.
Orla, where did you go? I
Oh,
remember having a vague track of where most of the group was, other than you.
I I ended up going into another garden. This time, a hanging garden. It was
Ooh.
actually pretty chill. Wasn't excruciating hot like the other one was. But it did have a demon in it that tried to talk me into
Oh.
letting it out.
You had a totally
Did you let
different
it out?
adventure to the rest of us.
You didn't let it out, right?
No.
Good. Just wanted to be clear.
Yeah, sounds a fair bit different, I'll be honest. Still, I suppose part of me wants to get you guys' opinion on this whole Archon and Deva thing going on. What are your thoughts about it?
Honestly, at the minute I'm struggling to think of it. Between everything with Ias, us needing to find more work, and just everything else going on.
Yeah, I mean, for the second time in my life, I have went unconscious and gotten some kind of magical thing happen to me. So,
Raymond Graves, that's a detail that might have been important to your character. Do you remember when you shook Ias's hand in ancient Babylon, and that cost you 5 HP from some of your life force being drained? Do you remember that?
yeah.
Yeah. You got those 5
I remember
HP.
that.
You got those 5 HP back when you were unconscious on your turn in the same fight, and it allowed you to come back from consciousness. You felt this like breath of life being returned to you.
Ah. Okay.
Because
So I was like awake when the Trinity thing happened.
Yes, you finished your transformation awake. So did Senna.
Ah.
So like the whole process, basically, you had this vision of a version of yourself that like embodies all of like the best aspects of your characters, falling from heaven and then like fusing and merging with you, and then something like crawling from the depths, climbing towards you, that embodied that looked like Raymond, but it's like embodying like his worst flaws. And after that, kind of red mist came out of your wounds, and you stopped aging.
Yeah. Is there like a way to notice that you stopped aging, or is it just
You, well, you're going to notice eventually, but right
Yeah,
now,
I guess so.
like, okay, so there is a way to notice. You don't get new scars once you become a Trinity, but you do keep your old scars from beforehand. So at some point, when you start to take damage after like during a fight, the next sunset or sunrise, if you recover, if the damage isn't too great, your like scars will have disappeared. So there is the way to notice that that your body is kind of like resets to the like healthy the healthy you in the moment where you were transformed into a Trinity. Okay. If it's all right with you, I'd like to move the scene to slightly later, because I would like to introduce Bandit's character. Is it reasonable that your characters might wander towards the circus while having like over the course of this discussion? Or
Yeah.
like later. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Reasonable?
Sorry, what? Okay. So, you like with a lot of things on your mind, the aloofness of the local circus coming into town is something that like starts to draw you in, sort of like moths to a flame. There seems to be so much laughter and joy over there that it is bound to maybe help your spirits as you make your way in. You can see that they're setting up posters for the show. I said that the carnival, the clown car is still going around with its carnival music, and you can also you can see some like acrobats that are like practicing juggling and things like this, and you are you hear a loud crash coming from one of the tents, and like 5 brooms fall out of it while this very clumsy person like tries to catch all of them and ends up just like with a mop just like falling on his face and superb hat. Hey, Bandit, do you want to introduce the great Jeremiah?
Yes, I am the great Jeremiah, a master magician, and such. I may be a bit clumsy, but it's fine. I'm I'm wearing just this fanciful like top hat and such, wearing a suit and tie with this short like this black short cape with golden embedding in it. Well, I can't while wearing dress pants of course, and fanciful dress shoes. And trying to like he's still like trying to like figure things out, but yes.
All right. You you see a group of people coming into your carnival, and you looking at this motley crew. You believe that this is probably a group that would be interested in a magic trick. Yeah.
Yes. Welcome. It's great to see a fanciful audience such as yourselves.
Uh-huh. So, magician, eh?
Yep.
What kind of magician we talking?
Yes. The greatest of all kinds. Well.
Oh, please do elaborate.
I'm just gonna cast with a snap of my fingers. I will use prestidigitation.
Nice.
Now I'm just gonna like with my snap my fingers with my hands and basically make a shower of sparks come out of a bit of my hands a bit. Morning.
Nice.
Yeah, I suppose it's quaint.
Yep, and as soon as you like, it just like sparks and like, and a small candle just like sparks into with another stuff with my fingers, and like a small light, just like I'm just gonna take a small candle with a wave of my hands, and snap on my fingers. This light will come to light. Snap, and it just like turns into like a small like more than a torch of sorts. Oh dear. I will turn around, just like have a water bucket, pour it out. I'm terribly sorry.
That's fine.
You hear a more authoritative voice saying, "Be careful not to break more equipment, Jeremiah. You already burned down 3/10 this month, and you're going to see a couple in circus like apparel, like they're wearing those costumes, and both of them have long pointed ears. They're both going to like do like a fancy curtsy to the party and introduce themselves. I am Oberon Medeus Argonauti, and this is Titania Eriopis Argonauti. We welcome to our festival. Are you enjoying yourselves?
Thank you. We've just arrived, it seems. So,
Are you coming to the show tonight?
what show are we talking about?
Oh, we've got everything. We have head Dr. Clown and his silly medical antics. We have games for everyone, like the stand over there with Alan Berry is for bottle toss. And then we'll have a grand show with the animals that are being taken care of by Annabeth Mistletoe, and of course our strongman Gonzalez will do some magnificent antics. So I chose some of those images.
Almost killed me with Armstrong.
I chose the. Yes, I couldn't. I just chose them, and like, I know that Gonzalez. I knew Gonzalez would be Louis Armstrong. Yes.
And of course, we have our famous fortune-telling automaton Santiago. And like they gesture towards like a sort of like glass booth where you see this like mechanical creature that's just like unmoving, but looks eerily human, even though completely like still. At least in the bits that are covered in what appears to be skin, but like would probably be plastic.
I see.
Thousand wonders are here for your enjoyment, but of course, it's best to see them from under the tent. We have a show tonight at 8, if you're interested.
Noted.
They like turn their attention towards Jeremiah and go ahead.
What?
They turn towards the great Jeremiah, and you see Titania Eriopis says, Jeremiah, dear, your cape is on fire.
Oh dear. I'm gonna just like try and like pat it down, like,
Okay.
and like falling, and I'm just like backing up and like fall into and step into a water bucket.
Yeah,
Oh
excellent.
dear.
Oberon kind of has a laugh and says, "Drop and roll, Jeremiah."
Drop and rolling.
All right. You get some nasty droppings from one of Annabeth's creatures all over your cape from rolling around in the mud.
He will like take off his coat for a bit.
All right.
Oh dear.
I presume you're rather new to this establishment.
Oh
Jeremiah.
no. This is...
Oh no. He's been around a long time. But
I would assume like about like 4 to 5 years.
yes,
Maybe 6. I think it was 6.
I think at this point it's a wonder that the whole place is still standing. Jeremiah dear,
rubbing the back of my neck.
Jeremiah dear, why don't you why don't you take a little bit of a break? You've been overworking yourself, and I don't think the carnival can survive you practicing tricks around here
Fair.
anymore. Why don't you go into town, have a little bit of fun? You're all set. Your act is perfect for the show. So yeah, go out there and have fun.
Alrighty.
Please.
I'll just bow with take off my hat, bow, give a little bow, hat across the chest, and put my hat back on. And okay, after I clean this cave first.
No.
Yes, I do believe you
We'll get someone to clean your cave. Don't worry.
Oh,
I do
thank
believe you dropped a candle as well, and Sebastian will subtle spell prestidigitation and just conjure a candle and hold it out for Bandit.
Thank you.
And a few seconds after you take hold of the candle, it's gone. So that's for a round.
Yes. Fellow magicians, eh? I'm just going to.
No, you just
back
dropped a
out.
candle. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fair enough. Magician never really reveals secrets. I'm just gonna try and.
Good
I'm
idea.
just
I
gonna
should maybe
leave.
try that if I become a magician.
I shall go and see the town, I guess.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Steps into a bucket again. Oh, great. I'll do a fit later.
Don't you?
As the great Jeremiah walks off.
Okay. I would like for all of you to make some perception checks, please. Why do I keep... I hate this feature that Roll20 has added where I can accidentally... No! Where I can accidentally, like, open the chat thing in a new place and it's not in the same window, and so the recording can't see it anymore. Okay. Let's see. All right.
Actually, so
Goodness, it's happening. I did it again. Senna, you rolled a 17.
17.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
And Rainer rolled an 18.
Cool. So, Reyna, you see the near the cages with the animals. You see this like white-haired lady who is like super close to the cage with that has like a tiger in it, and like hands around the bars. She seems to be like talking to the tiger, and instead of like trying to reach out, the tiger is like pacing around, and not paying attention to Annabeth. You hear a little bit of Druidic. Senna, Senna, you are going to see a strange person with this like outrageous outfit with multiple faces, strolling around, basically like peering from the central tent and like keeping an eye on everything that's happening, while trying to be discreet, and so you see the ringmaster laying eyes on your group and then hiding back inside of the tent. I'll be right back.
Hmm.
So we have another druid.
Mm-hmm.
Seems that way. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Could I roll a perception to like hear that?
To hear, sure. I mean, like, you could have rolled perception. Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
I probably wouldn't hear a magician or clown.
If you,
But
yeah.
Yeah, I think Sebastian just shrugs in Reina's direction.
Jeremiah,
So we're lingering here. No, sorry, go ahead.
Jeremiah, you do see that their attention is drawn to Annabeth's usual dangerous behavior that you're kind of used to, but that people coming in the circus are usually still fascinated by. What like it was suggested that you go about town, but it's basically like they just told you to like have like that you're like on free time. What do you want to do?
hmm, I'm gonna check on the other. I'm just gonna check on, see how the others are doing, and tell them I'm just gonna be gone for a bit.
Okay. Uh, um, so yeah, you signal to Gonzalez that you're going to be gone for a bit. You he is currently like doing push-ups and while listening to like super heavy metal through his like headphones that you can like hear despite the fact that you're not wearing the headphones and that like you're a few feet away. He's gonna like give you a thumbs up, not pausing from his push-up uh, um, to like when you mouth that you're heading out. Um, and Annabeth is also going to acknowledge that you're going out and is going to say, "Let me know if there are if there are some cute cats or dogs in the around here. All right."
Alrighty, and I'm just gonna look towards Actually, I don't think I named the lion yet. Uh,
I don't think you named who?
the lion. What's the lion's name?
Oh,
Forgot.
the tiger that's in the cage.
Tiger.
Yeah, that's let's see. I think he's as a joke he's called by most people Tony the tiger. But you know that Annabeth gives all of the animals like slightly different names.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
mhm.
I'm just gonna like, I'll miss you, buddy. I'm just gonna back up a bit. Uh, not my finger. Okay, finger gunning. I'll see you at the circus. Uh,
All right, see you. The rest of the party. Sorry. What are you going to do with your free time, Jeremiah?
I'm probably just gonna walk around the town for a bit.
Okay.
Uh, see all the sights in the like area.
All right. You you draw the attention of some of the local children with your like extravagant costume that like start to like come up to request some card tricks. You see that a few of them have like really muddy hands when they grab some of the cards that you use for a trick, making it really easy to spot which cards they had because it's like dirty.
Yep.
So that
I'm still gonna like. Okay, is this your card?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
You now have a dirty set of cards. The rest of the party, you saw that interaction with Jeremiah and Annabeth. You see him over there, like doing card tricks with kids at the edge of town. What does the group want to do?
Right, he seems to have wandered off. So, what now? Do we intend to take your relative up under offer, Senna?
I was gonna leave that up to Groves, honestly. As much as Ias is my cousin, seems to have more of a connection.
Well, I'd like to.
You'd like to?
I mean, I think we should at least talk. I mean, we don't need to decide before we actually have a conversation.
Have you any idea what the job would actually entail?
Well, according to him, he works in construction, which I don't believe for a second. But
Neither
Yeah,
do I,
that's
but-
the most suspicious. Nobody works in construction and isn't doing something.
yeah, he also said that he was going to be working in Norway, but since he wants us to meet up in London, either he's got severely lost, or nothing he told me was true.
Or he just has ways of moving really fast. Wouldn't be the first time.
I mean, true, but if we're gonna go to London, we need to set off soon. Traveling from one end of the UK to the other is not particularly easy.
Indeed, yeah. Still not sure where this carnival came from, I'll be honest, but that's on me.
Seems to be a lot of interesting people here.
Certainly. More than the usual, I imagine.
I feel like places like this attract a lot of like-minded people.
Well, suppose we should get ready to leave relatively soon then. Do we wish to stay for the show or not?
I'll pull out my phone and start checking like plane times, see if we can fit in seeing the show before we need to go to plan tonight.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Can we? Can we?
Yeah, if
Can
you
we?
have time,
Please?
I want to go.
Well, you
This
seem
looks interesting.
certainly eager, so why not? Might be a bit more curious than I remember the circus being.
All right. So if we can skip forwards a couple of hours, you've been hanging around town. You all went to grab some traditional food. You know, like you're here visiting England for the first time.
Scotland.
Oh wait.
Oh
It
no.
was called ring toss and
Scotland.
not
Scotland for the first time. It would be a shame
Okay.
not to try their
Haggis.
Their yeast product that or haggis or things like this.
At Carnival, it would probably just be candy floss, popcorn, and various deep fried things and kebabs.
That's true, but the town also has a restaurant. So like
That's
it kind of depends. Like if you are actually yeah, that's I'm curious. Are you feeling at home in this sort of like festive, happy musics with like children running around and like having a look at the like playing the attractions and things like this, or would your characters be more drawn to the city, like and like basically just like a more normal space to hang out in?
I'll say at this moment, Sebastian is not feeling very much at home in the carnival and probably is more drawn to the city.
So,
Raina would find the carnival absolutely amazing.
All right.
I mean, we can split up if we
I
need
think
to.
Graves would probably be. Yeah. Graves would definitely go to the carnival, but I think a lot of it would be like checking their safety procedures.
Make an investigation
What's he
check.
saying?
Terrible.
Make an investigation check, but also you to know the security laws. Okay, so the place like it would not pass regulations in America, but you're not certain the what the laws are in England. You do see like a couple of like security issues as you're like walking around. First of all, the person taking care of the animals is like not wearing any protective gear. She like you see her like giving meat to the bears by putting her hand with the meat inside of the cage. You're going to see that the head Dr. Clown, this is him without his makeup, has a comical medical kit with like the seesaw coming out of it, but that's but you like when you get close enough to check, there is actual blood, and it's a safety issue that there is blood on some of those tools.
Oh god.
So like you spot a couple of things that might get this place closed down if it was in America. Here you're not 100%.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is a
okay,
lawsuit waiting to happen.
Scotland is not in England. I apologize. I'm European. I should know this. Anyways, so yeah, what does Grace do?
I think he's gonna write down a lot of these and just to keep note later if when he goes to look up what European regulations are, because
Okay.
there's this can't be safe.
All right. Hey, if you want, you can make a secondary investigation check to be checking the laws in
All right.
here. Also, you're pretty sure somebody should have given Jeremiah fireproof like clothing for his fire-heavy act.
Yeah, that guy needs to be carrying around a fire extinguisher at all times.
or just have fireproof clothing, you know.
We tend to.
I'm worried about other people too.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true. So you start to look. You start to look at like English laws. You get really lost in the legalese, things. So and like different websites say contradictory things. You can see that like some militant websites report on the laws about like animal cruelty that would get circuses closed. But you are reading from the other side that is pro-circus. You also see some like evidence that maybe they like it is actually all like good and according to the books here. So you kind of like you finish your research with like a lot of contradictory information, and you're not really sure like where things if you would be able to report this correct the problems here correctly.
well, either way, this place is getting an article. I gotta.
All right. So,
I
yeah.
can't just
Alright.
You're just
Leave
writing those things down. Excellent. All right. The evening comes round. The show at 8 has the you can see everybody converging towards the large central tent. So where it's actually going to be like the local like coliseum that they're using for their for the whole show. So while you're observing, I need the entry cost is 50 gold per person. So just letting y'all know to write this off of your.
Yeah, I'll pay that.
Right.
Say 50 or 15?
50.
Gotcha.
50?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you you come in, you sit down. The lights start to dim and the projectors congregate on the center of the stage where there's supposed to be only like the dust, the sand of this arena, and in a poof of multicolored smoke, the ringmaster appears, speaking as if through like a voice distorter, so sounding both like they have a deep voice and a high-pitched voice. So like it's kind of hard to tell what the person's gender might be. Hello one and all to the circus. It's so wonderful to have you all here tonight at the carnival of myth and mystery. Children start to applaud. Our opening act is the great Jeremiah, a magician extraordinaire for the last time. And like the ringmaster like does a flourish and like backs away as you are you're pushed as like you come on stage. You have no idea why he said for the last time. Why the ringmaster said that. This
Okay,
is the sun. The sun is currently setting, so everyone is recharging spell slots and
All right.
regenerating HP.
Mm-hmm. Then consider detect thoughts to be active.
Okay. You got it.
Mostly just fishing for anything particularly interesting, like possible shenanigans or threats or whatever.
Okay.
Else just kind of letting it slip by.
Sure. So you're just detecting surface thoughts of like performers or maybe some
Primarily performers or things or people standing guards or people that look very out of place.
Okay. You got it. Bandit, do you want
Yes, that includes Jeremiah.
Okay. Bandit.
Last time. What do you mean by last time? You will just like. Well, he's very anxious now, and he's just like gonna be like maneuvering his hat a bit, just like getting himself ready. You probably would have a table in the middle of the field for now. Whereas like, and he would like have a briefcase as well. Wait, do I need to like prepare spells or something?
No,
can
I need you to roll for performance.
Okay. If could I, as I'm trying to like, could I like have advantage on this because I'm trying? Could I try and pass myself as a different person, or am I trying to pass myself as a different person?
No. You're thinking of the actor feat,
Yeah.
right? No, that
Yes.
I mean like.
Oh, okay. So okay.
I mean like technically this is your on-stage persona that you're embodying, so it is technically another person. Like it is like you as a magician. It's like having a customer service voice in the customer service industry. It's like it's a role that you put on. So yes, I would give you advantage on this. I was thinking of suggesting to give you disadvantage because of the like stress of being told this is the last time right before you come on here. But I leave that as a choice to you, whether that would stress you out enough to give you disadvantage.
Not. It would stress me out, but this is a performance.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just joking, so I'm just gonna give them my best performance.
Yeah, you got it.
Take a deep breath and start performing.
All right.
So would I have advantage, or?
Yes, you have advantage.
Heck, I forgot to put in advantage. Whoops.
That's okay. You can roll one more time. Ooh, excellent, 21. So yeah, you perform this like elaborate act. Is there any singing in your act?
I mean, no, not really, but
okay.
He's just like, and I mean, he's just doing the, he's just using like prestidigitation and like mage hand, like fumble around with his
Is it an invisible mage hand or?
Sorry, what?
He's like, so as he's just like performing, catching things on fire. I mean, starting catching, like making sparkles. No, mage hand is not visible.
It is not visible specifically. I think he has a class feature to make it like particularly.
Oh yeah, Arcane Trickster.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Arcane Trickster.
So.
All right. And as I'm like, he's just like, pulling at the handle as it like the mage hand is like pulling away. Oh dear, oh dear. Excuse me. Excuse-
Excellent. So like your performance is.
I'm just like,
Okay, go ahead.
and like, it's basically, and as a, I would say as a, he's just like gesturing a bit to his like how well. And I'm probably gonna try and use like as a hey, how can I use like dancing? Nah, probably not dancing lights, but
Do you want to use a spell? Is that what you're saying?
I was going to use another spell. I would say no, I'm good. I would like to use the if possible as a as like the candle is just like moving across the floor and just like it's just like oh just like dashing across the floor. Hey, get back here. He's like chasing around it.
Excellent. So you're chasing your own mage hand, levitating objects and stuff like this. That's excellent. The kids love it. You have like you have the audience cheering, like a lot of little kids are like calling Jeremiah. You head backstage, and the ringmaster announces, and for the first time, his apprentice, the master magician Alan Barry. And you see that the person who mans the like throwing ring stand, who you did not know was practicing magic, comes on stage and starts to like perform, and he's performing your the previous act that you had like months ago.
What? But why?
The ringmaster comes backstage and
that wasn't.
Jeremiah, are you all right?
I know that act. That's my act.
Well, because of the contract you signed, this is the circus's act.
I mean, I signed a contract for.
It's have you not reread your world contract with the circus recently? And you see like the ringmaster kind of like produces some paper like from like they were wearing the like your contract on them out on stage, so like the papers smell a little bit sweaty as the ringmaster takes them out and like shows you here right here. It says everything that every act and magical trick that you come up with while working for us remains the intellectual property of the circus. And oh yeah, you do know that this is your last day, correct?
No, I mean, I never heard this. I mean,
well,
what am I going to pay the bills with?
What bills are you paying?
Gonna...
You
my sister's bills.
Oh well, you listen. I have to. Well, I have to introduce the next act. The show must go on. If you have a problem, you can take it with the Argonauti. And you see the ringmaster like goes back on stage and is going to say, and now with her fantastical animals, Annabeth Mistletoe, and you see like this menagerie of like circus animals coming in and like perform like doing tricks, each with this like intense choreography. And like, even though some of the animals are like would probably want to each other, like there's at some point there's like birds and tigers and lions and an elephant on on stage at the same time. Annabeth seems to be directing them like really well. Reina, you can tell for sure this is like an experienced druid. You said scouring Alan's surface thoughts as well. Alan, he's thinking about being the fastest man alive. So while you were kind of like poking around, you make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Mm-hmm. 10.
10. You hear more. You feel the emotions of a man who loves thrills and who's getting a kick out of not only being on stage but upstaging the great Jeremiah. And like while this performance is going, this person is like just having the time of his life.
All right. Yeah. Just kind of taking note of that and moving on. If nothing else comes up.
Reina, you see that Annabeth does not have a whip like a lot of like beastmasters do. Instead, she just like kind of points towards places. Okay. Do Graves and what are like Graves and Senna's general attitudes while this show is going on? You might have spotted some of what was happening with Jeremiah like from behind, from like the opening in the curtain, but otherwise the show is looking like it's going perfectly.
I think Graves is just enjoying the show.
All right. And Senna? Senna is dozing off. Okay, cool. Cool. So at some point you like Annabeth's act ends with basically like multiple what are they called? Multiple large felines climbing on top of the elephant and like birds swarming around. But while this happens, there is a like one of the tigers slips and falls from the elephant. And unlike what you've been told, does not actually land on his feet. You hear a as you see the tiger's paw is like dislocated from the fall, and there's kind of like a moment of from the audience. Annabeth immediately comes over. The rest of the animals kind of lose their like cohesion, and the birds start to fly everywhere. The elephant panics slightly, and you see that Annabeth is trying to like keep control over like most of the animals while trying to go and see like how the tiger is doing. You're not certain that she is going to be able to handle the situation by herself. What do you want to do?
Also, what is she thinking at the moment? Because that is still going on. And we're going throughout the entire show.
All right. Okay, so Annabeth's surface thoughts are shit. I told them this would happen. I told them that they've been pushing the animals so far. I shouldn't have let this show happen tonight. That's what she's thinking right now.
Yeah, probably going to telepathically message over towards Reina then. Seems she's having a bit of issues. Something seems to be going wrong. Think you can help?
Raina would have ran right into and tried to calm the animals down so that Annabeth could try to help the tiger.
Okay.
I don't need to say anything.
Excellent. Reina, make an animal handling check.
And Sing is sort of safe, and
Hey,
never mind.
Yeah. Reina just runs in, puts her hands out, and like the elephant like notices you and is like mid kind of being scared by a lion and like rearing up her front legs. She kind of just falls back down and kind of. And like Reina, you attract the attention of like most of the animals who turn to you. The elephant says, "You speak." That's a surprise.
Everything's okay. Please calm down. We don't need any more animals being hurt.
I agree. And you see that like the elephant kind of turns their heads towards the tiger and says, "You're right. We don't need any more animals being hurt. This should not have happened." You see that Annabeth is soothingly talks to the tiger and like in Druidic, like speaking to the tiger. Annabeth is going to say, "We can heal you, but we can't do it magically in front of everyone. I'm gonna need you to get up with your free good legs and walk to the to backstage." And you see like the lion, the tiger with some difficulty like following Annabeth, who is basically like gesturing as if she's offering food and leading the tiger backstage. The ringmaster comes in on the stage and says, "All part of the show. Excellent performance from Annabeth and her menagerie of animals." You see the animals starting to like leave. The ringmaster turns towards you and says, "Madam, I must inform you that only performers are allowed on the stage. You need to sign a contract to be where you're standing right now."
Also, Well, before that, the great Jeremiah,
Mhm.
listening at the words contract,
Yeah.
when I'm just gonna ready in action
Okay.
when he pulls out a contract, I'm gonna catch it up on fire.
All right. But yeah, the ringmaster says, but given your proficiency with animals, I'm sure we could discuss an excellent price.
Would very much like to know his thoughts at that moment.
All right, you hear this one. They're really gonna like this one, but he's not thinking about the audience liking Reina. He's thinking about his bosses liking Reina.
Mm-hmm. Well, for what it's worth, he seems to be trying to recruit you for his bosses. Sebastian telepathically speaks over to Reina.
Please return to your seat, and let me clarify once again. This can be dangerous. We are dealing with real clowns here tonight, so please do not step onto the stage. And now, the head Dr. Clown and his many nurses, and he's gonna introduce them. Cool. The show is going to continue with a lot of interesting, a few different things. You're gonna have Gonzalez coming in to do some some flexing. You're gonna have a rarity. Oberon and Titania are going to take over for the acrobats who strained, pulled a muscle today, and so you see them putting down their role as the owners of this place, and picking back up their old costumes. They are very graceful. Gonzalez is able to lift some amazing things. The rest of the acts feel like they got you in the tent. They got you to pay for the entrance fee, and they're a few of the acts feel like they're just trying to stretch the time so that you get hungry and buy popcorn and content candy from them. But the overall experience is entertaining. When the show ends, where Jeremiah, is there a place where the group of player characters can see Jeremiah after
he would be in his tent,
okay,
a tent, just wondering what the heck is going on. I mean, I can't be I can't. This job was so important. It can't be right.
Sebastian, if that's all right with you, the last few things as your read mind spell dissipates, the last few thoughts that you catch are Jeremiah's, and you realize that he's been like fired, and his act has been like that. His tricks that he came up with have been kind of stolen from under him.
Yeah. I mean, I think Sebastian's just gonna make his way to the entrance of that tent at that point.
Okay.
Probably just kind of looking towards the others before heading away.
Looking what?
Towards the others in the party before heading away.
Okay. You get to Jeremiah's tent.
Kind of knock at the flaps of it. Knock it very
Uh,
loosely, announce my presence.
Yes.
So that didn't go too great of an evening for you, I take it.
Yes. Yes, This wasn't supposed to happen. I mean,
Why not?
because the only thing I came to the circus was the only thing I came to the circus. Why did I sign that stupid contract? Right, for my sister.
Your sister.
Yeah,
What of her?
I mean, they're. I know it's been a while since I actually talked to my sister. I kept on sending at least half my money just to care. But
Is there a reason
how
she
am I
needs it?
chiropractic?
I see.
She lost her an arm and a leg in a car accident.
Hmm.
I mean, I feel like I'm at fault, but I've been sending money over there, but now it's how am I going to pay the bills?
I mean, can always get another job.
What other job? All I know is sitting on a beanbag chair. All I know is this job. All I've worked for is in this job.
Well, you seem to have picked up a few tricks down the line at least.
Yeah. Unless you have any jobs I can join, I'm guessing I have to go with.
Well, I
I
cannot
can't do the
promise you that
grade.
on my own, but who knows? Perhaps tell me a little bit about what you can actually do. Yes, beyond the fashionness we might have an interest.
When I was younger, I'm just gonna speak my whole backstory. I'm gonna say, when I was younger, I heard this song, uh, a song that apparently my sister and I that neither my parents nor my sister could hear, but I kind of it was so like enchanting that I followed the sound. And that's when I met her. She was beautiful, I might say, but as soon as I saw her, she disappeared.
Right.
when I tried to do that song on my own, I realized that, well, you seem, uh, you seem pretty trustworthy, so yeah,
Why, thank
magic was
you.
real. You're welcome. Yeah, I knew that magic was real and such. Then I used it for like, yes, I used it mostly for the wrong reasons. And
If
then
there are any right reasons.
fair,
Not
but
asking so much where your magic came from as much as what magic you actually possess, Jeremiah.
well, I'm mostly a stage. I can use stage performer. I can make people laugh or hurt with my voice, but all I know is is yeah. I know mostly I use fire magic, but
Fire magic,
yeah,
eh?
yeah,
Um,
a small bit of fire magic, but mostly something
Jeremiah,
that affects the mind. Hmm.
Jeremiah, real quick, you hadn't noticed it a second ago, but on your desk is like basically like a piece of paper with your name on it and like a sad face with a tear drawn next to it. Do you want to open it?
I'm going to open it.
It just says, "I will miss you a lot, Kelly."
Thanks.
You don't know who, sorry, you didn't see anybody come in and put it on your desk, but it wasn't there when you got into the room in the first place.
Thanks, 2K. Thanks. So,
Something the matter?
oh, nothing. I will pocket the letter and say, if you have any opportunities for me, I'm probably just going to meet with probably going to the inn or some type of hotel.
Give me a moment. I'll check. Sebastian turns around and heads back to the party.
All right, you reach the party. What is everyone's general attitude after this pleasant circus experience?
Sleepy.
Sleepy, got it.
That was pretty neat.
Ooh, but also embarrassing once she got told to leave the stage.
You see that Sebastian is coming over to the group. Meanwhile, you see Titania is just walking through this place as people are leaving. She still has like the blue night sky moon costume that like acrobat costume from her act, and you see like a few people are wave at her and like tell her that she like did a good job, but she has her gaze locked on Rada, and comes over around the same time that Sebastian says, at the same time as Sebastian arrives, and says, "Dear, I would like to talk to you about career opportunities if you're interested. But I see you're with friends, so you can come and meet at my tent." And she gestures towards like this beautiful black tent with like golden fixtures and strange symbols written like all over the cloth. Titania like does a fancy curtsy and leaves one and like starts to head towards her tent.
Right. That was something.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have a fledgling magician over in that tent over there. You think your brother your relative would be interested?
I honestly have no idea. Planning on kidnapping a magician?
I mean, it's a magician without a job that asked if I could give him one.
That sounds desperate.
It did.
Do we know motives at all?
From what I could get from his head, he just seemed desperate. Apparently he has a sister he needs to care for. Needs some medical treatment.
I mean, we're in the UK, that's free.
His sister might not be in the UK.
The details I didn't get. Didn't delve that deep. That would be a bit rude, I feel like. But, well.
Fair. If you want to bring him along, then...
I mean, I'm not.
I'm asking if we have a use for him.
Yeah.
Or if Ice would find him interesting.
I think Ice finds us all interesting, especially after Babylon. How are we meant to break all of this information to this random magician?
Well, to be fair, he already knows magic's real, so I'll need to do half the work.
I mean, there's a big difference between magic's real and that there's aliens, dragons, time travel.
Honestly, that part was kind of a relief when I found that out. That made things kind of fit into the puzzle a little bit more than I just having weird shit going on.
Yeah,
So, I don't know.
that's understandable. I'm not against it, but let's just keep an eye on him.
Of course.
Especially because, we keep running into minotaurs that kick our ass.
There's been
And
a
so
second
far, well, we fought an undead one twice, and
yeah,
an
true.
alive one.
Well, unless you're planning to depart from us to go interview with the carnival, Reyna, I suppose I'll go tell him the happy news.
I may think this place is cool, but I'm sticking with you guys.
Might be a wise decision. I'm afraid you'd probably be kicking another dude out of a job otherwise.
Reyna, only you hear this, but there's a little white mouse that is scurrying between your legs. That just says "good choice" when you say you're probably sticking with the party, and just scurries and heads into a nearby tent.
Okay.
Was that the druid?
Okay, what?
That little mouse that was down there just agreed with you.
Well, it's a wise mouse then.
And how long that's been following us?
Not for the performance, at least.
True. Right, we are on the clock. Are we stealing this magician and heading out?
Well, we can invite the magician along quarterly. After all,
Very
he's
fine.
apparently been fired.
I didn't even know you could get fired from a circus.
Well, apparently you can.
Very fun.
I'll go give him a word.
How much have you told him about what our work entails?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Well, do you want to take it?
I feel like if I do it, it's going to all come out in a rant. Somebody with a bit more articulation might be a better idea.
I can try and explain him.
Well,
we are-
if you
we're
want
gonna
to, be my
probably
guest.
do it.
I still have a headache from dragons existing.
Yeah, well.
Notably, from the documents you've seen, the dragon is always referred to as the dragon, so it might not be dragons existing, it might be just one.
Oh, wow. And that played by Sean Connery.
Wait, hold on. Was I doing a Sean Connery voice without realizing it, or oh no,
No,
this is a Dragonheart reference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
It took me a second because I haven't seen Dragonheart in like forever.
Oh, it's a very dated reference.
Well, Graves, shall we go talk to a magician about a shady job opportunity then?
Yeah. I'll try and make it sound official or, not
Best of luck.
as shady as it is. Well, I'll head on over to where Jeremiah is.
Yeah, Sebastian follows just to indicate that this is the same thing. Kind of.
Kind of just want to see how many fake ID cards Raymond pulls out.
Sean Connery. Yes.
Cool. You head into the tent. What does the inside of the Great Jeremiah's tent look like?
There's like a couple of I'd say that there's like not candles everywhere, but like a few candles, like posters posters taped against the tent, and like beanbag chairs, or like chairs, beanbags for chairs.
Nice. Given the natural clumsiness of your character, I feel like you learned the hard way that you can't stub your toe against a beanbag chair.
Yep.
So yeah. You are you packing?
Yeah, he is packing up.
As you arrive in the tent, the group, you can see that Jeremiah, still distraught at like his lack of employment, is packing his candles still lit into his suitcase. Very distracted.
Hey, you think you ought to put those out first?
Oh
So-
dear. Snap fingers
Indeed.
and it's all gone. Turns off the fire. Oh, hello there.
Hey, I heard from a friend here that you're Jeremiah, right?
Yes, I'm Jeremiah. Not the Great anymore, but Jeremiah.
That's all right. Well, since I've heard you're in need of employment, our group is actually about to be going about asking for a job from someone who could pay some pretty good money, working in the magical field, more
You know,
the regular
like
magical
a raised,
field, not the
like a weird eyebrow. Huh?
Oh, this is going
you
great
know.
already.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
you know that you're using real
Hey.
magic, you know.
Yeah. Wait,
Well,
you guys are all magic as well?
You did literally
Little
call me a
bit.
magician like a few hours ago.
Fair enough.
just like minor illusion, a little like skull floating in the air. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think we're all got our own little bit of magic, but anyway, our job tends to involve us going around dealing with magical creatures, things like that. The occasional cult or evil magician, you know, what you can imagine.
Oh, I just
Technically
look over
speaking,
and I just like,
we're in
oh,
the
you're
same
serious.
position as yeah,
Oh.
yeah. We are in a similar position as you, where we've recently lost our employment. However, we have a potential opportunity with another client that think we might be interested in.
If he just like he looks back to his case, the candles, all his stuff, and well, I got nowhere else to go. And he closed his suitcase. So I guess I'm coming with you guys. Give me that
Wow.
little smile.
All right. Well, Raymond will extend his hand and just say, "Well, I'm Raymond Graves. Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you, Graves. Shake his hand.
Well, I suppose one test then, because I find it humorous. Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
And Sebastian just starts speaking in his head. How freaked out are you by this?
What? Huh?
That's a good
What?
reaction.
Knocking on my like poking my head of it.
Yeah, that's really not gonna help.
Oh.
Still speaking in his head.
He's just like, oh, that's okay. That's you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and still speaking in his head at this point. Yes, that was me. Hope that's a sufficient demonstration.
Okay, so I guess you're psychic. You can hear thoughts. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case, we have a flight to catch, so get your stuff back, I suppose.
Oh. Okay. Excuse me while I do some things first.
Go right ahead.
All right. All right. Cool. So you want to say your goodbyes to. So you head towards Santiago, the fortune-telling automaton. Um, I can picture what you might say to the other characters. Do you want how are you saying goodbye to Santiago?
He's pretty sure it's gonna be like a he's just gonna be like one-sided conversations and such. And after he's like done like talking, he's just gonna put in a as assuming that he got like change from the event, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can put in like 1 gold coin, if you want, like the
One gold coin.
Yeah, like one. Like we've been saying that it's like €1 or $1, approximately. By the way, your the value that of gold that you have at character creation is multiplied by 20 to represent dollars, like how many dollars you have in this setting.
I forgot about that.
It's been a while since the first character creation, so it's super understandable that yeah. But yeah, you put 1, and Santiago starts to animate. Give me just 1 second. She is so like in this like mechanical voice, but that seems to be echoey. There's a little bit of like music coming out from her box. She reads your fortune. I see a fiery X demanding a sacrifice. I see the ghosts of men who yet live. I see rocks in the shape of mountains, sitting on earth, stolen by providence. I see 5 digits, 80517. I see a tree resting in the palm of the mountain. I see a treasure chest whose keys are lightning and axe.
If you could like write that down on the note, please.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. And
oh yeah, no, that's
tip his hat
hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. Say it again.
I will tip my hat to Santiago, and leave her to the next person.
Okay. You you head to say goodbye to Gonzalez, who you basically like find him in the break tent, basically like making himself a smoothie in the communal blender space, and you see that like he's combining this like green healthy thing with Soylent, the thing that like a product that's supposed to like give you all of the nutrients that you need, with some like heavy protein additions, and like mixing it all together. It smells very chemically, and like turns to you, says, "Great show tonight. Why did the ringmaster say this was your last performance?" And you see he starts to like chug this like massive amount of honey substance, like honey thickness smoothie down his throat.
Yeah, most likely because I'm done, well, performing in the circus.
Oh no! Oh, did
Yeah, I'm just saying my goodbyes right now. So,
oh I'm so sorry that came out of nowhere. Is there anything I can do?
no, it's it's my time to like leave now. So I got an opportunity somewhere else. So I
Oh,
just wanted
all right.
to say goodbye, and I hold my hand up, and it's good.
He skips your hand and he like gives you a bear hug and like picks you up from the floor. He's gonna say, "I'm gonna miss you, buddy. It's never gonna be the same without you here. I don't think I'll be able to sleep correctly without the sound of you crashing your way through the circus to go pee at night." And like you can see like actual tears running down his face.
Thank you. I think I'm joking.
Ooh, sorry there, bud. Well, take care of yourself. You see him like look down at like just a little bit of the smoothie that he's made. You're still like thin as a steak. You sure you don't want any of this?
Since it's my last like,
Yeah, to go.
yeah, I'll just like
Okay.
take a small cup.
You get a red plastic cup. This thing tastes awful.
Still chugging it for good time's sake.
Got it. Oh gosh, I don't have Senna. I had one prophecy written out already, but you're gonna need to give me a second to answer what Santiago tells you.
I mean, it will.
I think she's broken.
It's gonna. I'm just gonna say this. It's gonna take a bit to like for her to like see another person's prophecy after it's just like there's already been a prophecy. So I say like maybe a 25-minute wait. Or 15, I think.
Jeremiah, you head off to say goodbye to Annabeth next, who is like she is in company of the tiger, who's been like fully healed since you saw him fall, but she's basically like sitting at the entrance of the cage. The door is open and like she's like petting the tiger, but this is like absolutely a safety hazard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Annabeth.
Hey.
Yeah.
You're leaving? So,
yeah, I'm leaving.
Huh. I overheard you talking with those fellows. Listen, it was really nice to have you here. You should have listened to me when I told you about unionizing, because we could have renegotiated your contracts and like made it so that they couldn't fire you out of nowhere like this, given you like a little bit of notice in advance. And like the tiger starts to behind her, and she's like, "You two, you would have much better safety during the acts if you listen to me."
Good to see you. Which tiger is that again?
Tony.
Tony.
But he actually prefers to be called Samantha.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I'm
just
very sorry, Samantha.
Tony's just a name that
Everybody gives him a stage name.
Yeah, it was the name on the box, so and he was here before before I came, so everybody keeps calling him Tony.
Well, maybe I'll see you someday, Samantha.
I hope so too. Tell you know the person who jumped into the ring.
Wait, someone jumped into the ring?
Oh yeah, someone jumped into the ring while when my act went wrong.
Wait, your act went wrong? Oh, is that why the tiger was injured?
Yeah. Please could you say thank you to that it's the one who's wearing like a pink shirt with like auburn hair.
Mm-hmm.
Say thank you to her on my behalf and on Samantha's behalf.
Okay.
Right.
And I'll tip my hat.
She says something in Gaelic, and I don't think you have the language Gaelic.
I only have Irish and English, so I should really learn Gaelic.
All right. And the last one you go to say goodbye to is Head Dr. Clown.
Head Dr. Clown,
Okay, cool.
or HDC.
Um.
So, I just I'm just gonna check on the ring the bell.
Okay. Hold on there. I'm coming, and you hear the scream of somebody who's like coming from the medical tent. Head Dr. Clown comes out and like with a pair of tweezers in a very small what's it called?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Fawn.
Hey, the Head Dr. Clown.
Hey, how are you doing, Jeremiah?
I'm doing fine now. Just wanted to. You may have heard the news, but I'm just gonna be leaving.
Oh, I knew that your contract was ending. That's why they were training Barry to replace you, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, he came here quite often, like he practicing your tricks. He got into like he got himself injured. Those are like some pretty advanced tricks. Not as often as you came here, but pretty often.
Yep. Well.
Do you?
Hopefully he'll keep you occupied.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? Hey. Do you want to do a quick checkup before? Right now this is still on the circus's insurance. I can give you something for your for that nasty fall you had today.
Actually, yeah, I would like a checkup. But
uh, you see that like he reaches into his like bag that's like full of medical equipment, pushes a bloody metal instrument to the side, and takes a rubber chicken out and hands it to you. As you Do you take it?
yes, I take it.
Okay. As the chicken as pressure is released from the head doctor's clown's hand, the chicken is, instead of the usual sound, going to like sound sort of like a chicken, sort of like a chicken. And when you I heard you like chuckle right now, and head doctor clown is gonna say, remember, laughter is the best medicine, and you can take it everywhere with you.
Oh, thanks, HDC. Or head Dr. Clown. Tip my hat.
It's not gonna be the same without you. But hey, you've got our phone numbers. You know the route we're taking. And we got yours. We'll see you around, right?
Yep.
All right.
Hopefully. And I'll hold my hand out and for a shake.
Okay, cool. He shakes it, and he has a buzzer inside that like vibrates your hand strong.
I always should not shake your hand.
Never.
But
never.
I do it anyways.
All right. Good luck.
Also, I'm out of character. I'm just gonna, as I'm meeting with the party, I'm probably just gonna look at Barry's little bottle toss tent. Or ring bottle toss tent.
It's like it's a stand more than a tent. Like his tent where he sleeps is like behind it. But his bottle toss is like a stand.
Okay, it's a stand. Yeah, I'll just look at the stand at as I will probably go towards the stand.
Okay. What do you do when you get there?
See if Alan is there.
Alan is he like, because the children are leaving, you see that he's like helping pack things for the night, but he's doing it like over in the central tent. He has line of sight of you, like sometimes when he's moving like out of the large central tent.
So I'm just gonna meet up with him, like go to where he is, see where he is, go to where he is. I mean. Yep.
Hey, buddy, or maybe I should call you mentor. Hey, great mentor, great Jeremiah. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm just saying my goodbyes.
Oh yeah, you're heading off on new adventures, right? Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Pleasure seeing you. Pleasure getting your cash every time that you tried to play for me. Yeah, hope you come around to see the new shows. Don't be a stranger. He pats your shoulder and
I'm just going to like take my glove.
Okay.
Like take a glove off, my glove
Uh-huh.
off, and I'm gonna smack him across the face.
all right. Make an attack roll.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a.
Make a strength check with your proficiency bonus. Ooh, 21 hits. This is the first time like you've gotten into scuffles with him, and usually he's like he's got like the dodginess of like a boxer like in the ring, but this time you managed to catch him unaware enough that like you hit him like in the chin coming from down, and like he steps back and it's like, what the fuck, man? Fuck
I
you!
put on my mask.
Fuck you!
I put on my glove back on and say,
You know
"You can go suck yourself."
You know,
and leave.
you know, I hate going to the head
Right.
Dr. Clown. He's not funny.
I flip him off
Okay,
as I go back to the party.
cool. So the party, you've seen those things happen kind of from a distance.
Well, that was exciting.
I just like maneuver with my tie a bit. So, shall we get going? Because
By all means.
Mhm.
We'll have to make a bit of a quicker escape now that we spent so much time here, but sure, let's go.
thank you, and I tip my hat.
All right.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. Senna, I think that I'm gonna tell you what Santiago said to you when you put in a €1. Give me 1 second to change the music real quick. I see great happiness in your future. I also see a happy marriage and strong family tie. Always be careful and look on both sides before crossing the road. One day, this will be very important information.
Only one part of that's true.
Do I see this actually?
You could, yeah, I think you might have like, Santiago is rather loud when she activates. You've heard her make that prediction, like to other people previously.
So, I'm just gonna explain. Yeah, Santiago has a few mishaps sometimes, and sometimes, well, Yeah, I've heard like that same prediction like 2 other times. So you're the third.
Cool. Still bullshit. It's just gonna walk off and off.
Cool. We, you take the train, and we are going to cut off to another scene. Reina, you are in the forest at that. Around you, you hear there's something. In fact, there's more than one, but you can't see them. You are in a clearing. The light of the moon is like shining, allowing you to see in like the close area around you, but you don't have any means. But you don't have like a torch or a lighter in your hands. You notice mushrooms and flowers have grown on the edges of this whole entire clearing, forming like a nice circle in which you are in the center. You hear whispers from beyond the edge of the mushrooms. You hear voices trying not to be heard by you, talking in the forest. Those are not voices of animals. What do you do?
I call out. You know I can hear you, right? Come on out.
You hear movements. You see branches move, and you hear a voice that says, that's closer than you expected it to be, saying, "What makes you think we're not already here?" You turn around, there's nothing there.
What's going on? Why am I here?
You came here. You walked into here. You came into the circle. You see pairs of eyes, yellow, red, appearing, opening around you. You see that the vegetation of the forest starts to lean into the clearing, obscuring more and more of the light of the moon.
Do you all want something?
Yes. We want to hear it. We want to hear the sound of your heart racing every time you go to sleep and come here. You're gonna wake up in the train as it stops at London.
Well, her heart would certainly be racing.
Huh? Cool.
Yes.
You're giving them exactly what they want.
So, do I notice anything with her?
Make an insight check, Reina. You can choose how difficult it is to like for someone to notice. Like you can choose the difficulty, and like when you're waking up, how based on how shaken you are.
Let's say at 13.
Okay,
Have to be the 13.
right.
I got 11, so.
You don't know these people. Maybe she like wakes up with her eyes like wide every time.
Hey, is that normal?
For a member of this group, yes.
Fair enough.
All right. You come out of the train. You take a cab and you get to like the area around the Thames where a lot of very large corporate buildings have been set up, and you find your way to the EVO building. It is square and very dusty. It looks like it might have looked high tech at some point, but it like the architecture is like pretty like bland.
Wait, Evo?
Yeah, evil.
Kind of sounds like evil, but.
Same thing.
I mean, listen.
There was
I mean-
nothing intentional about that whatsoever.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't make the maps. I just choose them from the wide list of isometric maps I've been getting throughout the years. You were like Senna knew this place was called Evo because I mentioned the like and got you here.
Fine, evil corporations running the family.
Understandable.
Sure.
Just gonna look for any Disney trademarks on the way in.
I don't understand the reference, but that's all
You
right.
you said before that
That Disney took
during
over my family's company.
Oh yeah. Make a perception check.
If
Did
there
I
is,
have-
we're turning around right
Oh,
now.
I don't know. I don't know if the Disney is.
Senna does not notice that at the entrance where there's a set of flyers, one of them is for Disneyland. Senna does not notice that.
But
That's
I wouldn't notice
messed up.
that,
We
right?
don't
I
even
mean,
have a
flyers.
Disneyland.
I mean, I know. I can see. Like, would I notice the flyer?
Yeah, you can see the flyer, but like to you, this is just like this is a regular like Disneyland flyer.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Disneyland. Meh. Throws it away.
A little out of place,
Alrighty.
given that there isn't one in the UK, but it's fine.
Now that's a mystery of its own.
Yeah.
This is worth pursuing.
There will. Oh my goodness, no! I can improvise a lot of things, but listen, I would need to think long and hard about how the frozen head of Disney fits into. Oh no, actually no. He had some. Hold on. Was he? Was it Disney that had some sympathies with some Nazis? Because then I couldn't.
Yes,
Yes.
he is a Nazi.
Okay, cool. He fits perfectly with. Cool. I know exactly where how he would. Okay, yeah. If you want to go after like why there's a flyer in Disneyland, I can make it work with that setting.
I think I'll do a Disney-themed version of Wolfenstein.
All right. So give me just 1 second. All right. You are greeted by a dark-haired woman wearing a suit. Not the receptionist, but basically someone who seemed to have been waiting like in the lobby specifically for you. She comes over. She has a name tag with her name. It's Sophie Marshall. And you like she seems to recognize you when you walk in and says, "Hello, everyone. Are you the 9 a.m. appointment for the director Victron?"
Yes, is a
that's fine.
director.
Well, you learn something every day.
Yes.
Apparently so. Yes, where is 9 o'clock?
Yes, indeed.
All right. If you would like to follow me, she gets you okay. So they have metal detectors. She is going to gesture for you to for the metal detectors, and but also says we have a changing room and lockers. If any of your personal effects would not be able to cross into a plane, you may leave them in there.
Right.
You understand to avoid corporate espionage and bugs, trackers, things like this. So yeah.
Sure.
Suppose that includes a phone then.
We will detect. Our scanner will be able to. Your phones are fine.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So basically, like if you have weapons or things like this, armor, you like those are put away in the locker before you're able to proceed. Is that good with everyone?
Don't have anything like that, so yeah.
Okay, cool.
I only have like leather armor and I don't think wood arrows and I'll probably just like take out like
Yeah, you put your arrows in the locker.
and rapier. Assuming that my short bow is fine, but leather armor. Would leather armor be okay?
Yeah,
to wear?
leather armor is okay to wear. You're not taking your bow in there, but you're like just regular armor for sure. Senna, I think your whips.
Tools,
Your whips.
Oh no, I'm hiding my whips. They're belts.
Oh,
But
okay, cool.
the
cool.
heavy machine gun and the 2 auto loaders and the other guns that I have, they're gone in the locker.
Cool.
What about my violin, by the way?
Your violin is allowed in.
Oh, good.
Nobody expects the bard to. Yeah. Cool. I imagine Graves had a gun as well. That's gonna stay in the locker. Senna, I would like for you to roll a stealth check against the passive perception of the guards, which is 12. And excellent, 13. You get your whip belts through no problem. Because they're leather.
Would my cape be counted as a item, as a metal detected item?
Your cape?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because it has like this metal brooch, you have to take it off and put it in like the side scanner, but it will go through.
Oh, good.
All right. After you're done, Sophie says, "Thank you very much. If you would like to follow me, you
Mm-hmm.
just 1 second. You get into the elevator and no, hold on.
Jeremiah is like, nodding to the music.
You see that she presses like the floor 50 out of 53, and wait, actually no, that's way too tall for London. 30 out of 33. Yeah, you start to head up. You see that she needs like to put in a key to and a code in the elevator to get to those levels. All right, you are now inside. So this is what the 30th floor looks like. As your characters arrive from the elevator, right here, you can see this appears to be like a chill office. Jeremiah is nodding to the music. Got it. So, you are taken basically to this room right here, where Sophie is going to like let you sit down in chairs and say the director Vikram will be with you in a short moment. And she's
Very well.
leave.
Jeremiah is gonna spin in the chair. We. I mean, we have to have some enjoyment.
Senna's just
Mhm.
gonna feet up on the desk and lean back.
Sebastian kind of makes a point of rolling his eyes slightly whilst telekinetically trying to adjust Jeremiah's hat so it points the other direction.
Could you say that again? My brain glitched out.
Sebastian's gonna make a point of visibly rolling his eyes, all whilst telekinetically trying to adjust Jeremiah's hat so that it points in the other direction.
Nice. All right.
I will allow that, actually.
Make a dexterity roll opposed to Sebastian's intelligence roll.
Dexterity. I was gonna say that I allow it.
Oh,
I mean, I think it's more if you
allow.
notice it or not.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Oh.
Sure.
Cool. Right.
Yeah, definitely notice something on your head is moving.
So while you're waiting in here for a couple of minutes, you see that the screen behind you is basically playing ads and such about the medical products that this company is selling. So you see like basically like anti-aging creams, a lot of different like medications, painkillers, things like this.
Did we meet somebody at the gala selling aging creams and things?
I think we did. Why so? Why are we talking about aging creams?
The adverts on the TV.
Right, there are adverts. Huh. Sorry.
I'm
did
gonna
you not-
quickly Google the company.
Okay.
Yes, I just
I mean, doesn't
tend
have
to
every
tune out. Sorry.
place sell agent creams? It's like,
Is my subconscious? Am I subconsciously telling something to myself? Is that what's happening? I did not mean for that to happen. So I guess comes into the room. You see that he has an like a tablet on which he is working. He's dressed very differently. A sort of like somber suit. He's got an earpiece in. He still wears the necklace with a large A on it. He arrives into the room, puts the tablet down on the table and says, "Welcome, everyone. It is my understanding, Senna, that you and your friends have an understanding of the supernatural world."
All but one of us do, yes.
To some
Tipping my
extent,
hat
at
a bit.
least.
I just like put my hat on very quickly and just like give a tip of my hat.
All right. Well,
Wait, supernatural creatures.
friends of Senna's are always welcome in this company. Let me tell you a little bit about what we do here and what we could do together. So you see that like he does something with the tablet, and the TV starts to like display images, and you see basically like a series of lab tests where a like minotaur, like you see and like a shackled minotaur getting like blood drained, and that blood being like re-injected into like a person, and it's allowing them to like heal a wound like super fast. Adonis, sorry, yes.
I'm just gonna like cough a bit and like, what the heck? What the what?
This we are trying to get a better future for all of humanity. You referenced ancient Babylon, so I understand that you might have found a trace of me back then. So I'm going to be straightforward, Senna.
Ancient Babylon.
Appreciate it.
I am an immortal of sorts. I do not yet understand exactly why, but I keep coming back to life. And my goal has been to understand why this is happening to me for a really long time, and how to and my understanding of death and life has allowed me to improve the lives of a great many people. Ideally, we would find in the supernatural world a way to heal everyone's wounds and make everyone immortal. This is what we're trying to get to. I know that it sounds idyllic. but it is within humanity's grasp to achieve immortality. We just need a couple of things acquired, and Senna, in my previous incarnation, I received a prophecy concerning what family I would be born to. So, I found the Victrum, and I modified some of our natural traits. What you would call gene editing, but with a little bit more magic. I made it so that we could find undead much more easily, because I wanted the family to be able to find me quickly if I got lost when I was vulnerable as a child. You have found me. You have the fact that you told me what you told me in the car means that you followed your programming, and that it works. That makes you a great tracker and a very valuable asset to us. You will be handsomely paid, and you will benefit from all of the medical advances that will come about as a result of your efforts. And you see that Arius turns his attention to Graves and says, I apologize for what happened to you. It is my understanding that you were at some point in your life kidnapped, and that a ritual was performed onto you that connects you to your powers.
That's about what happened, yeah.
I've told my people to do this on willing participants for millennia, but during the time that I am dead, I don't have control over my organization, and so it splinters into groups, some of which are a little bit more radical than the others, but we'll get all of them under control. What they did to you, Mr. Graves, is that they bound you to what we call the web of life. You are you're connected with other individuals, and it is possible for people who are connected to the web of life to share vitality with one another. It is possible for with enough people on the web to to preserve our lives and gain mastery over both life and death. You're one of us.
Wait, looking at Graves, you're basically either a lich or a necromancer, or are you undead? I don't get things.
I'll be honest, I'm
on-
not entirely sure myself. It's sort of a general life-death themed abilities that come from.
Oh, okay.
You're still human, but you you had a lot of close encounters with death in your past, didn't you, Mr. Graves? Before the ritual.
For what should have been a peaceful job, I did have quite a few encounters like that. Yeah. Mostly bad luck.
My people are usually tasked with finding people with strong vitality and the ability to resist death, people who've experienced near-death experiences, are more likely to activate the kind of powers that we have. So that is probably why you were chosen as a candidate for the ritual. I can undo it if you wish, but it is my belief that every person who is added to the web of life only makes all of us stronger.
Yeah, I can say, well, yeah, these definitely, powers can be a little unsettling at times. I don't think I'd like to get rid of them.
Excellent.
I think they're, at the very least, useful in what we're currently doing.
All right. So just so that you are aware of how things stand, my organization, we are called the Living. This we have multiple projects going on with the intent of finding a way to immortality, but given that Senna, that you've proven yourself to be an excellent tracker, I do have some ideas of what you could do for us.
What would that entail?
You see that he does something with his iPad, and the screen of the TV changes again, and you are going to see images of cultists with deep scars, that are all always concentrated on the same limbs. It's either on people's hands, on their face, or on their or just on their torso, or just on their legs. These are the types of scars that the Cult of the Devoured people have. It's the type of scars that you inflict upon yourself as a blood hunter. The Cult of the Devoured is worshipping an ancient dead god. They believe that Kronos was dismembered and scattered, and his pieces scattered around. I smell burning. What's burning?
What? Oh dear. Patting it out a bit.
Okay.
Sorry, that happens sometimes.
They are this different organization, the Cult of the Devoured. They are looking to reassemble the pieces and bring their god back to life. A clear act of necromancy. They have no understanding of necromancy. I would ask Senna that you find the different pieces of Kronos' body. First off, to prevent them from falling into the hands of the Cult of the Devoured, and them unleashing an apocalypse, and then so that we can study what can be done with the body of the god.
Seems extremely dangerous to have all of the pieces in one place.
I would never dream of it. I would keep them in separate places. We have other buildings like this.
Can I roll insight? I really don't trust this at all.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
And I will. And as I was just going to I was gonna give you bardic inspiration, but
Two,
never mind.
yeah, you saved yourself one entire bardic inspiration. So Senna, you realize that they like you realize you had a fundamental misunderstanding of your cousin, and so right now you have no idea how to tell if they're if he's lying because he must have been performing a lot of his life, and so the signs by which you were able to tell that he was telling the truth or lying might have been fake. So right now you're just confused, uncertain.
I'll just sit and hear him out.
We have acquired some data about a seer who is moving around Europe, a very powerful one, someone with the power of prophecy who could easily guide you to the limbs of Kronos. I would like for
Who is this person, by the way?
Kronos is a god.
I know that she is. I know her code name. She is called the Oracle of Aquarius.
Huh.
And I know one other thing. The powers of an oracle are superb, and they're excellent at evading capture, but their powers of prediction cannot take into account trinities, because for reasons that are unclear to them and me. So a trinity could would not be in their prophecies or in their predictions, or would be able to change existing prophecies and precognitions so that the predicted future didn't happen. This means that since we have a trinity, he's going to gesture to you, Senna, that you will be able to capture this this person. If you
How
do,
did you find out I was a trinity?
I have it is possible to detect it with for those who have the ability to see magic, and I made. You see, he moves over to the corner of the room, and he takes the camera and rips it out of the wall, and you see that a little bit of blood starts to pour out from the wires that he pulled out, and you see that he opens it.
Jeez, that is a cool trick. What kind of trick did you make with that?
And
I wonder what kind of.
on the inside, there is a large eye where the lens should be, and a mixture of flesh and technology. And
first off, cool. Second off, no. Oh, okay, that is gross.
I apologize.
Don't worry about him. He's new.
Understood. Is I do have to tell you that a lot of what I'm telling you is being kept secret from the public, because there are many in the occult world who would stand to lose a great deal if things were revealed to the general public. I advise you to take that into consideration when taking the information I've given you outside of this room. He puts the lid of the camera back on. He mounts it like back around the corner, and you see him like cast a small spell, and tendrils of flesh heal the place where he like yanked it out of the wall. He turns back to you and he says, I know this type of magic can be a little bit unsettling. It has a lot of bad connotations in media, and that is, I don't believe that my people would be welcomed very well by the general public should our powers specifically come into light. Would you care, if you do not mind, Ias, would you care to answer the following? Am I a Trinity? Ias
Definitely.
Considers this for a second and says, I do not believe that you are, but you have something attached to you that is one of the components of a Trinity.
Okay, cool, but seriously, what's a Trinity?
I've been trying to study them for a very long time. They're rare individuals with a little some light magic and darkness magic.
Huh. Okay. Alrighty, and I'll lean back in my chair.
Alright. So, if all of you are interested, I have contracts set up for to hire all of you as consultants and investigators. Is this
Sorry.
this is a job interview of sorts, but your team already passed from Senna having having found me.
Oh, cool.
Can we take
Well, yeah,
it?
I'm definitely going to work for you.
Sorry, say that again, please.
I'm definitely willing to work for you.
So Ayus nods and says, "I'm then you should know me by my name. I'm Idonis."
I don't miss.
Hold on, I'm gonna rewrite his name. That's his actual name.
Huh. Well, I have no like other job offers, so I'm cool with you. As I'm just like on the floor.
Because you like fall back on the chair on the floor with the chair. Idonis is going to like look down at you and
Giving the thumbs up.
and then like focus his attention back mostly like towards Senna and Reyna. So Reina is typing. Sebastian telepathically contacts Senna to ask, how do you feel about this? Should I put a break in the recording? Okay. Senna responds, I honestly don't know. I don't like anything that is going on here, and the fact that this relates to a cult I used to be in doesn't exactly help. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him, does the man branch of the family know about any of this?
Some of them.
Who?
I some of them have been members of the living from before I was born. In fact, they were arranging for my birth. Your the only ones who don't know are Terra and Theo. They have never displayed any ability to locate the undead.
Did I work alongside you?
They still work for the living, and I'm in charge of the living. Good to know, Sebastian. I'll say I have my reservations about working for a possible Archon or Diva, but I will admit I am intrigued to know what he knows.
Wait, what did you say the oracle was named? I mean, the oracle was called the Oracle of what?
The Archon? I don't think anyone mentioned an Archon
No,
by
the
name.
Oracle.
The
Oh,
Oracle.
yeah. Her code name is the Oracle of Aquarius.
Oh, the Oracle of Aquarius.
Senna says telepathically, so we so we stay long enough to figure out what's going on. I can do that, but how much do we reveal?
And I'm gonna say it to my kind of cousin. Please tell me we won't be working alongside the family.
I can I can make sure of that.
Good. Is everybody in?
I mean, I'm in. I don't have any other job duties besides this.
And you, he turns to Reina.
I suppose, yes.
Excellent. I'm going to have Sophie come over and presents the.
As long as there's no injection.
I can promise no injections. Yes.
Cool.
I mean, if you do have, you know, a peanut allergy, and we need to stop something.
No, I don't have any allergies that I know of now.
All right, then there probably won't be the need for injections. We have alternatives to needles, by the way.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna leave you with Sophie. She will discuss the details of what we know with the rest of you. I think you have all made an excellent decision. Idonis kind of steps back and says, "Oh, also, if you want a bonus, I can offer a lot of money for information you might have gleaned of the supernatural world before we met. Any sort of creatures that EVO can study will greatly benefit the rest of humanity. Have a nice day."
Okay.
Idonis leaves. So I can now finally show you the image of Sophie Marshall, because the way that I described her with the suit and everything was not the way that her image looks like. She has basically like exoskeleton arms that, like, when she comes back, are out and help her do some of her tasks. And she arrives. She comes in with like those two extra skeletal hands, and she's gonna hand everyone their contracts along with some pens. And she has in one
I
of the
really
hands.
don't like contracts.
She has a tray with plastic cups and water on them. And what did you say you did, Bandit?
I don't like what was it? I don't like not customer. I don't like contracts anymore.
That's understandable.
Right.
You see that Sophie, after a moment, pauses and says, "So you are all of you are interested in working for EVO?"
I know it was called evil for a moment, but I think I've heard evil instead of Evo, right? Am I correct in hearing that?
I've been saying EVO, the like EVO the whole time, but I have an accent, so
Fair.
Let's sign our souls over to evil.
Sophie is going to say,
Yeah, this can't go wrong.
Now,
I'm saying that in character and out of character.
all right. Sophie says, we have once you are once you're all signed in, you will be eligible for a few things. We've got healthcare and things like this, but something that you might be interested in knowing about. You see that she kind of looks over her shoulder and lowers her voice and says, is that currently we're working on forming a union in the building, because we've seen a lot of problems with the way that the company is managed, and the fact that all of the knowledge about immortality goes up to one person, the boss, when it could be shared with all of us and things like this. And we're fighting for equal pay, better working conditions, things like this. So if you're interested, you see that she gives you a card with her name and her phone number, and she says, I can put you in contact with other union folks like me. It's better if you keep it. If the director doesn't learn about all of this, because this is not illegal in any way, but some bosses don't like it when their workers start to organize and unionize. All right, cool. I'll let you read the contracts, and I'll come back with some sandwiches. And
Okay. Hold on. Just remembering, Jeremiah may have. I forgot to take my. I forgot to call my parents.
You forgot to put your parents?
I forgot to call my parents. Yes. Whoops. He takes out a phone.
Okay.
Gonna call them. Hey, Ma. I mean, I'm sorry I was late. Yes, I know. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna pay for the medical insurance. Yes. If I know, it's just had some a bit of trouble, I might say. No. It's fine. I mean, I'm. It's fine. I'm fine. It's just. Okay. I'll listen. I have to go now. I'm in a meeting right now, so. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Bye, Mom. Gonna be in a meeting soon. Yeah. Bye. And I click. Sorry. I had to call the parents, make sure they're not worried.
It's now just the five of you in the room. The fact you did see that Sophie was turning her back to the camera when talking about unions. So you don't think that there are stuff in the room to listen in to what you're saying. So yeah, what do your five characters do? I can see that Sebastian
I'm gonna examine the contract multiple times.
Make an investigation check. Same thing for Sebastian, because you were.
I think we all want to do that.
Yeah, cool. And I am gonna be right back.
10.
All right. So we have 10, 11, 13 investigation, and then Reina and. Sorry, what?
20 and 23 and a 21.
Nice, yeah. So Reina and Sebastian, you're looking for this contract. You would basically be subcontractors on working here, which means you would have you're basically your own you would be your own employer, and they could terminate the contract with you as a company instead of firing you. if they wanted to like get rid of you. So you don't. So you look at the contract. There is not a lot of job security, but the pay seems okay. And they're like, you don't find anything that's like, selling your soul in any sort of in any sort of way that's in this work contract.
Assuming that Jeremiah is just like, yeah, I don't like contracts anymore. So what you guys gather from this?
Well, I mean, it's not like great or anything, but it has nothing like, you know, selling our literal lives or anything. So.
Jeremiah, this you at first you really don't feel like signing the contract, but you see Reina turning the page to where it starts to talk about the pay, and this is a lot of money. This could definitely help your sister out, financially speaking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was saying. Job security definitely ain't there, but since you're subcontractors, but it discounts fine. If you discount that, it's fine.
The money's really good. Is it even better than the carnival was paying me?
Oh yeah, definitely. The carnival was the carnival paid you minimal wage, I would assume.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna sign this contract because money.
Okay, cool. I love how you went complete 180 as soon as I told you there's a lot of zeros in there. Okay, cool. All right, so all of you see Jeremiah like signing his own contract. Okay, Sebastian turns to await Cinna's decision.
Senna will look back and forth through everything before just signing it and giving up, because it's the only way we're going to find anything out. And let's face it, we've all done illegal shit up to this point, just to get to this point. So if we break a contract, who gives a shit? I'm gonna make sure I'm facing away from the camera when I say that.
All right.
Aina then signs the contract as well.
All right, cool. Sophie returns with basically an assortment of sandwiches and basically things that you can fill your stomach on when you get hired. Cool, and Raymond signs as well. She goes around collecting the contracts and says, all right, excellent. I'm gonna get a little bit of paperwork taken care of in there, but I will have your flights for Paris ready in I should be done pretty quickly, something like 30 minutes. Do you have a preference for when you want to head to Paris?
please.
Okay, subtle spell, detect thoughts. Okay, cool. Okay. Does this work on undead?
If they think.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Her surface thoughts are like basically what she's talking to the group about. Do you want to probe for information deeper? Oh, you're also going to. Okay. You're also noticing some very like basic thought processes coming from the two like skeletal hands that she has, where basically they like the hands themselves seem to have the intelligence level of like an animal in terms of like the amount of thoughts that they have. Yeah, you like you're able to sense that they have like the arms this undead is able to sense its environment not through sight or anything else, but it just kind of radiates a little bit of necrotic energy, like a like how a dolphins use sonar and bats use echolocation. It's able to perceive its environment by like things reflecting back. It's like necromantic radiation. It doesn't seem dangerous, but it like that you are aware that like this is how this thing is perceiving. Cool. Okay. Sophie heads out again. She's gonna get you. Oh yeah, no. I was asking, do you have any preferences for when you want to go to Paris?
Do we get paid after we go to Paris?
You get paid at the end of the month.
Okay. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down for going to Paris anytime. I'd much rather explore Paris than London.
All right. I can get you a flight for this afternoon. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive, but the company can afford it, no problem.
Very fun.
All right. In this case, I'm going to go reserve that. While you are in Paris, if you are in an emergency situation and you need help from the company, we have technically a branch in Paris, but they are very it's understaffed and overstaffed at the same time. I would not recommend going to them unless there's unless the situation is dire. But if you head down in the crypts you of under Paris, you
Oh, the catacombs?
yeah, the catacombs. They are they're being manned. Like there are some ghosts that will be able to identify someone like Mr. Graves, and who will be able to get you to our branch in Paris.
Okay.
All right, excellent. I'm getting you some plane tickets for today at 2:45 p.m. She heads out once again. Uh, does anyone partake in the sandwiches that were left on the table?
As soon
No.
as I mean, I was going to like reach for a sandwich.
Is Sophie
Free
still in
food,
the room?
definitely.
Sophie has left the room once again.
Slapping out of his
Extremely
hand.
No.
Hey,
Look, we can stop at McDonald's on the way. Don't eat things strangers give to you, especially if they're undead. No offense, Raymond.
fair enough.
Wait, I shouldn't
I
have
need to
eaten them.
down the cake like catches on fire again a bit.
How does this keep happening?
All the sprinklers are gonna go off.
All right.
Oh dear, oh dear.
You head back out of the building with the strange sensation that you're being observed, and that sensation is confirmed because there are cameras around here, and so you know that there are eyes pointed at you from inside of the camera. Huh?
Feeling weird about cameras now.
Good. That was
Guys, we're in the wrong place for that because London is the most surveillanced city in the world.
Yep. The
Cameras.
the most CCTV cameras per square meters in the world. Hey, if the fact that didn't creep you out before before I talked about there being a human eye in there, then it should have. Cool. So you have you're out of the evil building. You're kind of in this, not Times Square, but Wall Street type uh, um, environment around you. Lots of people in business suits like going around. What do you? You have a couple of hours before your flight, so what is the party going to do when you get out of the building?
I want some nuggets. I'm going to McDonald's.
Okay.
Me too.
All right.
Me too.
The nuggets are on me, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, do we get our stuff back actually? Before
Yes, you got all of your stuff back from the thing. Did any of you put any magical objects in the lockers?
Technically,
Senna, you kept the griffin cloak on you the whole time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because it wouldn't. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Good. Okay, cool. You had
Leather or rubber chicken or a red plastic cup would count as a.
yeah, just fancy, you know. You head to McDonald's, which brings me to today's sponsor. No, I'm kidding. We don't have any sponsors. But yeah, you get together. You have the opportunity now. Like you're away from the evil building. What do you do while you're like munching on some nuggets?
Took
Feels like it stole my soul,
25
but
off
it hasn't
the
stolen my
nuggets.
soul.
I just said that I took the money off for the nuggets. Should be about 25. We can get a $20 sharing 20 nugget share box for a $5, so I just bought everybody one.
Okay.
Sure.
I really want nuggets now.
I just had
me
him
too.
yesterday, funny enough.
We're not gonna get food like this in Paris.
Plenty of
I bet
snails.
they get sounds.
I do want to try the snails when we go over there.
How can you want to eat a bug?
Snails
Did
aren't
you
bugs.
just...
I'm
Yeah.
talking in character, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, snails are whatever the other thing is.
Cephalopods?
that's a crab.
Is that it?
Oh no,
Yeah.
wait, that's a decapod. Cephalopod's like a lobster, isn't it?
Cephalopods are like
Snail category animals. It's a gastropod.
yeah, like a sea slug. Like
Oh, I think
cephalopod is
it's
an
like
octopus.
gastric acid because they vomit acid on their on what they're gonna eat and then munch it up.
Either that or they were just named by people in France. Like gastro, that's it.
Oh, like gastronomy. Oh, yeah, yeah. By the way, I having lived 17 years of my life in France, at least, I've never seen on a menu anywhere the option to eat snails at a restaurant, and I've been to both shitty and fancy restaurants.
Oh wow.
So I have
is
no.
that like a really fancy place? Like it's like only getting
Oh,
the highest end
I'm sure there's one place at least where you can eat it. The rumor has to come from somewhere, but it's not popular. Like, yeah.
They're popular in touristy places. Because when I went there, when I was like 14, I think,
Uh-huh.
with my school, we all ended up eating snails.
Oh, damn. I feel so
Yeah,
bad
it
for
was
you.
somewhere at the seaside because it was like where we came into France.
Uh-huh,
And it was gross because they were undercooked. And it was just, no thank you.
That's
boy.
disgusting.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Just picked from somebody's garden, I think, that morning.
I'm vegetarian mostly out of habit, but like this is my reaction to most people talking about eating meat. It's the same as like people talking about eating slugs. Anyways, your characters, yeah. Do you oh yeah, you had the ability to like communicate telepathically during the meeting. Do you have anything that you like want to discuss?
How does everybody situation?
Sorry, say again.
How does everybody feel about our new situation? Like, well, I obviously don't trust the guy, but
I do feel like I should come clean about something, because as much as I know I've told one or two people in the party, I don't think I've told everybody. The cult that was brought up, I used to be part of that cult, and I'll show my scars.
Are you okay?
Fine now. Mostly,
Mm.
I guess.
How many scars are there?
Lots.
Yeah. Like Senna, you would notice that now that you're a Trinity, like the new scars don't stick, but the old ones don't go away. Your body kind of just reverts to like it's to kind of what like not necessarily in nature, but kind of the like state of health that you were when you became a Trinity.
That's fine. Which means I've still got multiple scars on my stomach from Minotaurs.
Jeremiah is gonna have the thinking like a thinking face, like thinking about what he heard about the from Santiago.
Oh, yeah. I think I put it on your own character
Info,
sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, by own info.
It's like confusing, yet yeah, it's confusing, but I think I get it. I don't get it.
That's prophecies for you.
Mhm. Wait. You said you were wait a minute. Could I roll history to like remember what kind of people like got from the Santiago fortune? Like those people who got the message that Senna got.
Yeah, go ahead, make a history check. 11. You remember one of them being like and like a really old woman when you were touring touring like in Wales. You don't remember the other one. Sebastian Winter, when it concerns our situation, it's an opportunity to acquire more information about what's truly going on in this world. Good money as well. Do I trust this company or its boss? No.
I don't trust them either, but good money. Alright, halfling. Wait, never mind. I'm gonna like pay the pretty soon. Uh,
How is Reina? Could you describe like your general like what Reina like looks like after this meeting? Because like yeah.
he's just curious.
Mm. She's pretty weirded out by everything and does not like the situation at all, but sees the points that Senna and Sebastian are making.
Mm-hmm.
Senna wrote, I agree, and I'm glad our thoughts have aligned. I have very little reason to trust him, Sebastian, as am I, especially when we cannot be sure who is speaking, Archon, Diva, or human.
Well, Jeremiah is just going to get from his ear and say to the cashier, "Mind if I start playing here?"
Um, he's offering to start playing inside of the McDonald's because he's using the feature by popular demand from the entertainer background. Am I correct?
Yeah, and I was just doing as a like personal thing. Yeah.
You
Hell
would
yes.
probably get us thrown out.
Well, roll for performance to see if you get y'all thrown out or you get Senna's money back to them.
Would I? No.
Well, normally you would.
play a song actually.
Okay.
Provided.
Yeah. It's still a performance check. Excellent, 22. So yeah, Senna, you, the manager comes around and says, "Oh, your friend has a lovely singing voice. I will pay you back everything that you bought if you leave." So like you get a free meal because this person did not want to have to deal with this.
Also, I'm playing with my violin.
Okay, cool. But no matter who was in their shitty person, who was torturing the Minotaur, a cultist, and giving off very Umbrella Corporation vibes. Honestly, shitty people I can deal with. It seems to make up an awful lot of the world sometimes, but I do agree on the torture cult and whatever the other things is.
Seriously, they might as well have had the Umbrella Corporation logo on the outside of the building.
I mean, it's just EVO Corp, you know?
He will like after he's done playing, he's just gonna bow and say, "Thank you from the, excuse me, Jonah Jeremiah. Now,
Woo!
playing for you.
Woo!
Yes, Jonah Jeremiah, playing for you guys."
All right. Cool. So your characters are going to take the plane. You do get given a little bit of information of like where you're supposed to look for your target and things like this, but there's going to be an investigation in the next game that I have. I don't think sufficiently prepared to put out right now, but I do have an isometric map of Notre Dame, so I'm gonna load this and we're gonna call it here for today's game. Great session, everyone.
I literally watched Hunchback of Notre Dame last night, so I instantly recognized that building.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Notre Dame has such weird lore in Trinities. Anyways, good game. Oh, can y'all say something real quick? Okay, yeah, your audio was the audio was being picked up the whole time. Whew.